Picture this: a cold January afternoon in 1944, deep inside a heavily fortified German bunker. Senior officers are gathered, confident in their defenses. Suddenly, the ground shakes violently. They watch in disbelief as American artillery unleashes a weapon so powerful, so devastating. It erases fortifications they believed were indestructible. The world of warfare was about to change forever. German engineers had designed these bunkers to withstand direct hits from even the largest 210mm shells. They were fortresses, symbols of impenetrable strength. But the Americans had brought something new to the fight at Anzio. Something terrifying. The M1 240mm howitzer. With a deafening roar, a single round from this new superweapon struck its target. 4 feet of reinforced concrete simply vanished. 32 German soldiers disappeared in an instant, consumed by the blast. This was no ordinary cannon. It was a monster born from a U.S. Army ordnance study back in New York. Its purpose: to shatter the unbreakable. This incredible piece of engineering fired a massive 360-pound shell with astonishing precision. It was designed to penetrate 6 feet of solid concrete, turning the safest locations into death traps. At Anzio, the brave soldiers of the 697th Field Artillery Battalion fired the first combat rounds from the M1, and the effect was immediate and catastrophic. German prisoners of war later spoke of what they called earthquake shells. They described a terrifying force that shook the ground for hundreds of meters around the impact zone. A tremor that rattled not just the earth, but their very souls. Fear spread through the German lines like wildfire. Bunkers that were once considered the safest places on the battlefield suddenly became tombs. Morale plummeted. Within just a few days of the M1's deployment, 61 of these formidable bunkers were utterly destroyed. The psychological impact was just as devastating as the physical destruction. German soldiers began abandoning their positions, choosing to flee rather than face the thunderous wrath of American firepower. They knew that when the 240mm shells started to fall, there was nowhere to hide. The M1 240mm howitzer proved that American ingenuity and industrial might could overcome any obstacle. It wasn't just about destroying concrete and steel. It was about breaking the enemy's will to fight. This weapon sent a clear and powerful message across the battlefields of Europe. The United States had the power to turn fortresses into dust and fear into surrender. If you found this story of historical power fascinating, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We bring you the true stories where history's most incredible moments are brought to life. Thanks for watching.